Hi everyone, my name is Heather. I am the Busy Hooker. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you stay and hit the subscribe and notification bell and like the video. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so happy to see all of you. I was tagged unofficially in the comment section by Pricilla over at Distinctive Crochet for the video 10 non-yarny things about me. Before we get started, I will let you know that I've linked her YouTube channel down below, so be sure to go show her some love. Subscribe to her channel and check her out. She's a really fun person to watch. She's so talented, so be sure to check her channel out. And if so inclined, subscribe here and hit the thumbs up button and the notification bell. Now, to get started, I kind of struggled to come up with a full 10 list of non-yarny things about me, but I was born and raised in Colorado. I did move away for a few years, but I've spent most of my life here. I grew up in the middle of nowhere in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, and I think that kind of shaped me to be who I am today. It was a really good experience, and I would love to live somewhere like that again, but the convenience of living close to work and all that stuff, close to a grocery store, that kind of thing, is also super nice and convenient. By day, I am a medical coder and biller for an optometrist office. My specialty is patient accounts, so I am the person that calls you and tells you that you have a bill due, either because your insurance didn't pay the way that we thought they would, or maybe you weren't able to pay the full amount, so we've set up a payment plan for you, that kind of thing. And it can be a really rewarding job, but there are also times where it's really frustrating. So number 3, one of my other hobbies that is a non-yarny hobby is I like to write fiction. I've actually gotten a few short stories published in anthologies, and I do have 2 novels finished. One of them has been gone through with a fine-tooth comb. I even had a friend kind of edit through a couple times. The other one is like a second draft. It needs some finessing. But as far as genre of my writing goes, I was told at one time by someone who I met online and I no longer talk to, that an author has to stick to one genre. You have to find your genre and stick to it. And if you switch genres, then you have to do it under a pseudonym. And I am out to prove her wrong. Now, that was years ago, and I do hope someday to find a publisher that will publish my books. I want to go the traditional publishing route. Self-publishing is a lot of work, and ultimately I think you can get more of a royalty when doing a self-publishing, but traditional publishing is just something I want to do. But anyway, so my novel that I've been working on for way too long, it's kind of a crime thriller with a dash of romance, I guess. It's not too strong though, because I don't read romance, and I don't like when a book says it's like a crime thriller and then it focuses on a romance or a love triangle or something like that. If it's included and it's tastefully done, then that's one thing, but don't sell me a crime thriller, or don't tell me something is a crime thriller and then make it, a romance or whatever. My other one is kind of a dystopian future, I don't know, occult like adventure, I guess. It does include vampires, which I know is way overdone. None of them sparkle, but I'm hoping to bring kind of a unique origin story to vampires with that. As far as I know, what I've written hasn't been done, but the longer I wait, the more nervous I get that somebody else will write that origin story. The 4th non-yarny thing about me is that I do support law enforcement. I do support the Oath Keepers, not the Oath Breakers, so there is a difference. I have tons of friends and family that either are retired or currently serving in all branches of law enforcement, whether it's military, police, federal, whatever. And I do support them. I support the law enforcers that are like them, and that's why you'll see things like thin blue line notebooks, or that I've created covers for, which I did another video on, an unboxing of those, thin blue line blanket, that kind of thing. The fifth thing about me is that I have been married before. Obviously that didn't work out, but my current husband and I just celebrated our first wedding anniversary on Monday. And we've actually known each other a really long time. I met him when I was 16. He was, 23 maybe, and obviously we didn't date at that time. I just had kind of a schoolgirl crush on him. He was seriously dating someone else, and obviously much older than me and way too old for me at that age. But we kind of kept in touch off and on over the years, and when my first husband and I ended up not working out, we split up. Matt and I, who's my current husband, we kind of reconnected, rekindled a friendship, and then things kind of went on from there. I think it's the sixth thing, non-yarny thing about me, is that when I was 16, I tried out for American Idol. At that point, I had been in choir since the 4th grade. Obviously, it didn't work out. They had tryouts at Mile High Stadium in Denver, and my mom took me to try out for it, and it was a really cool and intense experience. I just remember it being really, really hot, and we had to stand in line for hours before we actually got into the stadium to sit for another however long hours, only to stand in line again for hours by myself, only to be told you're not good enough, which is kind of what I was expecting. So moving into the music things about me, I am a diehard fan of Garth Brooks and Tom MacDonald. So Garth Brooks is a country singer. Some of you may have heard of him. He's super famous. I've been to 2 of his concerts, loved both of them. Tom MacDonald is kind of an anti-woke rapper, I guess. He's very talented. He does YouTube music videos. If you're into that kind of music, go check him out. Amazing. He has a great message if you're into that kind of thing. Let's see. I don't know what number I'm on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of counted Garth Brooks and Tom MacDonald as 7 and 8. So on to number 9. I really like to have live plants in my house, but I'm not very good at taking care of them. So if I have plants in my house, they have to be low maintenance. I've kept a couple alive, and I am actually have successfully grown an avocado tree. It's not very big. It's in a pot. It's not dead yet, but it took about a year for it to sprout at all, and then another year to transfer it from the cup of water to the pot that I have it in now, and it grows a little bit. I need to trim it back again, but I'm pretty proud of that I've kept that alive. And the 10th thing about me is that I have 3 lovely fur babies. 2 of them are mine from a previous marriage, Bug and Bernie, and I love them to death. Bug is just so energetic. He's about 8 or 9 now, and he loves to play fetch. He has an affinity for these green sparkly foam balls. They're real tiny, they're real lightweight, so it's kind of hard to throw them very far, but he will play fetch all night with me, and he usually wakes me up around 2:30, 3 o'clock most nights to he'll actually bring the ball to my face. Like, he'll drop it on my pillow, and he'll just paw at my face or my nose until I wake up and throw the ball for him, and he'll play for an hour or 2, which does disrupt my sleep, yes. So I'm trying to figure out a way around that. But Bernie is just big and fat and furry and lovely and pretty and super lazy, and he has a fetish with brushes, plastic bags, and closets. My husband and I have put our old pillows on the floor of our closet under a rack of clothes that are kind of low to the ground. So I put my shirts there, and the shirts pretty much do reach the ground almost. So the pillows are under there, and during the day he will sleep in there. And you can hear him snoring from all the way across the house. It's insane. Our third cat is actually his, that he got with his previous girlfriend. Her name is Ginger. She's an orange cat, and she is a grumpy lady, and it took her about, took her about 3 or 4 years to warm up to me after we started dating. And she tolerates my boys now. It took her a couple years, but she tolerates them. I guess to make up for the music ones that I counted that I probably shouldn't have, I do like to paint. I haven't in a while, but that painting that you see behind me, that's a specialty painting from a sip and pour paint place that I used to go to a lot, and that's actually the sketch that Pam does in the show called The Office. It's a sketch that she does for her art gallery, and it's the one that Michael buys from her. And so it's not my best painting that I've ever done, but I do like it. I mostly like to paint trees. Most of them don't have leaves on them, but I don't mind putting leaves on them. I've done a baby Yoda. I've done a Harry Potter one with the doe Patronus. I could not think of the name, in the woods I'm not gonna say any spoilers, but those of you that have seen the movies, you know what I'm talking about. But all the other ones are just trees. I've done a Colorado sea, like that's on the flag. I've done one of those with a tree, and it's kind of fall themed. I've done a lot of pour paintings as well, just on my own. Those are a lot of fun, but now I have a plethora of pour paintings that I don't want to keep and I don't want to throw away, so I'm not sure really what to do with them. I'm sending some of them to my brother. What else? I've made some bar soap recently that turned out okay. If you follow me on Instagram, I did post pictures of those a month ago. They actually finished curing today. They were oatmeal citrus, so I put oatmeal in the soap as kind of an exfoliant. They're kind of thick. I did grind them down, but not enough, I guess. And I added lemon and sweet orange essential oils. I don't think I added enough because the one bar that I did start using, the scent lasted about 2 uses and went away, but that bar I did not let cure. I actually used that the same day that I made the soap. So I'm hoping the cured bars, the scent will last a little longer. I don't know. But anyway, guys, those are the 10 non-yarny things about me. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Don't forget to go visit Pricilla over at Distinctive Crochet and show her some love. She's the one that tagged me in this. I don't know any yarn channels to tag that haven't already done this. So if you have a channel here on YouTube, please feel free to comment down below that you're going to do this video, and consider yourself tagged if you have not done this video already. I am officially tagging you to do this video. If you haven't already, feel free to link your video or your channel down below. I will try to take a look at your channels as soon as I can get to it. I do work during the day, like I mentioned. So that's about it. And Sunday, I'm thinking, since this week was Law Enforcement Appreciation Week, I think I'm going to try to have a thin blue line flag blanket speed crochet up on Sunday. So look forward to that. And until next time, guys, happy crafting.